When both effectiveness and efficiency are combined together, three situations may emerge. An organization or individual may be effective but not efficient. For example, a company has set a target of producing 20,000 units of a product per month at a cost of rupees 200 per unit. The production manager achieves the production target at a cost of 220 rupees per unit. In this case, the production manager is effective because he has achieved the production target but inefficient because he has achieved the target at higher cost. Second point is, an organization or individual may not be effective in spite of being efficient. For example, an organization may be the least cost producer of a product, but there is a lack of demand for such a product and the organization may not realize matching price for its product. As a result, the organization may incur loss through it is efficient. Third point, an organization may be both effective and efficient simultaneously. For example, a company has set a target of producing 10,000 units of a product per month at a cost of rupees 98 per unit. In this case, the production manager is effective as well as efficient. In order to achieve organizational objectives, management has to be both effective and efficient simultaneously. Now we are going to study the important features or characteristics of management. As you know, management identifies a group of people whose both job is to direct the efforts and activities of other people towards common objectives. In simple words, it is a process of getting results with and through a group of people. The important characteristics or features of management are: first one, goal-oriented process; second one, continuous process; third one, dynamic function; fourth, group activity; fifth one, multidimensional; sixth one, intangible force; and last one, all pervasive. Now we are going to study these points in detail. The first point is, management is a goal-oriented process. An organization has a set of goals which are the basic reason for its existence. These should be simple and clearly stated. Different organizations have different goals. Example, to earn 20% return on investment, that is ROI. To increase sales by 10%, management unites the efforts of different individuals in the organization towards achieving these goals. Management is a goal-oriented process and aims at achieving specified goals in organizations. All types of organizations, whether profit motive or non-profit motive, have a set of goals which are the basic reason for their existence. Goals of different types of organization may differ. For example, goals of business organization and non-business organizations. However, management in both types of organization direct its activities to achieve these goals. The management performs all the activities on the basis of predetermined goals. The second point is, management is a continuous process. Management process is a series of continuous, composite but separate functions. They are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These are the important functions of the management. These functions are simultaneously performed by all the managers all time. Management is a continuous process when it is a series of continuous process. All these functions are performed simultaneously by all the managers all times. Thus, management process may be started from any function on any day. Next point is, management is dynamic. Management is not static but dynamic. It adopts changes in environment and also initiates and introduces changes. Management is a dynamic function and has to adapt itself according to the requirements of the company. Therefore, for achieving organizational goals in the changed environment, the management has to work according to the requirements of environment at a given period of time.